And then this is Sasuke towards the end, right? He got brought back to life with Hagoromo. Hagoromo was sitting there. He said, "Cool." He said, "Nope." He said, "Cool." He said, "Nope." He said, "He said you're the reincarnation of my son Indra, my oldest son, who was power hungry and other shit. He knew of jutsu and dojutsu well, but he wasn't cool with people. He was like kind of like not having a deep connection with people. He was just there for the power, not so much the other stuff. It's fine though. Hagoromo says, I may have should have, made him the leader of Ninshu, being that he was my older son and shit, you know, kind of saying he had some regrets possibly, with that move. But like everything was gonna be all right because they were gonna take down Madara and stop him from becoming like um, his mother and shit, right? Then they get out and Sasuke has the sixth Tomoe Rinnegan, and with that move he can switch pots with other people, much like Shambles and Boogie Woogie technique of Toto. He can switch spots, but they have to be within range. They have to be within a certain range. They can switch positions. See, Madara tried to steal Sasuke's eyes. He was able to switch positions with him and put a sword in his chest at the same time. But he was 10,000 tricky, so he needed extra stuff. Extra stuff being, sealing him away with the chakra seal, the moon chakra seal, and the sun chakra seal, and then chakra pools. Nope, because then he got destroyed, and Kaguya came into the picture. She started playing games, putting them into other dimensions. She tried to send Sasuke somewhere else. Obito, came through on that side of things. And he was a convoy and got him out of that sandy desert place that he was in. And then, they teamed up and they sealed away Kaguya. And then they fought because Sasuke was like, I want to be Hokage and I want you dead. Because I have, we're friends, but I, don't see it. He was refusing to see it, Sasuke. But strength is a 94 or 97, my bad. Or 94, my bad. Whoa, 97, 94 for his strength. Speed is a 96. 94 for his durability, right? And 93 for his, you know, endurance. 81 for his intelligence. 89 for the experience. 92 for his, close skills. Range skills are 95%. He took the tail beast and started using their abilities, or using it to, power him up. 92% for his recoup, and 96 for his hacks. With the overall power score of 92.5. At the end of the war arc, it's like he lost his arm and other shit, but he became Sasuke Uchiha again. He wasn't a hero, but he was. The people who were closest to Sasuke knew that Sasuke had changed and he wasn't after vengeance anymore, and he was trying to atone for all the shit he did. At the end of the series, it took a long time, but Sasuke, finally came. But stay cool, car on the corner. Anyway.